welcome to my channel, Twin Flame Spirit. I'm Yvonne, and today we'll talk about something that a lot of people ask me, like in all different languages. They ask me, is this my real twin or is this not my real twin? And I never reply to that question because that's not what I'm here for. And also it's on you who is watching this video to find that out, if it's your real twin or your false twin, because it's also part of the journey to be able to distinguish that and to see that and to actually experience that with your own heart and with in your own life, to see, oh wow, this is actually a true twin flame, and this is actually someone who pretended to be a twin flame. And so today I would like to give you a little list to show you, to help you maybe with if you're with someone and you're just not sure, or you have been with someone or someone keeps rejecting you, or you're in an on-off relationship and you just can't get out and you just don't know, are they supposed to be the real one? And you've heard that twin flames reject each other all the time, so he does that too, so you think it's the twin flame because he rejects you, but how can you know if he is or not? So maybe these 6 points will help you with that. And if you already know your twin, maybe you're interested to go over these 6 points, to still listen to what I have to say, to be completely sure, or to have some more confirmation to actually see, oh, I see the difference now between a real and a false twin flame, and I'm even more convinced now and certain that I have met my real twin flame, because how he treats me is nothing like I will just tell you in this little list. Okay, so with no further ado, I think that's how you say it, right? Let me just change my position and let us start, right? We go right into it. So, bullet number 1, or how do you say that? Like bullet point number 1, like correct. I don't know how to say it in English. I never thought about that. Let's just say reason number 1 to know it's not your twin flame or it's a false twin flame. Your false twin flame will always want something from you. They will always come around to take something from you. They're takers. They're takers. They're clearly takers. Said it 3 times now. I hope it's clear. No, they're just here to take. They take your energy. They take your love. They take your admiration. They take your compliments. They take the time you are willing to spend with them. They might take your money. They might take your house. They might take over your entire private life. They might take away from you your family. Whatever it is, they're here to take. So that's why they're here, because they can get something from you. And you who thinks is in love, you give them everything they want. And their ego is actually just the ego. On a soul level, they're like sad about the situation. They're not happy. That's why they behave the way they behave. But on like a superficial ego level, you give them all they think they need. Like you give them the admiration, the love, everything I said. So that's why they're here. That's why they show up at your doorstep on Saturday night at 10 p.m. Well, there might be other reasons for that too, but one of them is also because you're just willing to give. Whenever they show up, you're just like, okay, honey, I love you so much. Take my everything. And they do. They take all they can get. Until point number 2. No, it's not until, but on the other hand, like while taking, point number 2 is that they're not willing to give anything. They don't give you anything. They just give you superficial stuff. Like it might be flowers, it might be compliments, it might be, oh baby, you're so sweet. It might be something like that. but it's never something substantial. It's not love they're giving you. It's not like real interest in who you actually are at your core that they give you. It's not like their best like moments of life they give you. They spent that with someone else, you know? So they don't give, they just take. Also, this is why whenever they have taken enough and they see that it would maybe be on them to give, point number 3, they disappear again. They're off. They're like off to another land again, to maybe sleep with someone else or whatever, but they don't have time anymore all of a sudden. Or all of a sudden they remembered that they had like to clean the house, or they had to go with their friends on a motorcycle tour or something. While you thought you were going to spend the weekend together, he has made other plans. Like, it's that typical 3D codependent relationship, really. A false twin flame. It's like you give everything, he gives nothing. Like, you don't give anything real either, but still, it seems like that. So he's off. That's point number 3. Whenever there is possibility to have depth in your relationship, or like something real to found, or to not to found, to like build upon, he withdraws. He's just gone. And your real twin might also retrieve, but it's from another, it's another reason, it's another level of retrievement almost, because he does it out of love, while your false twin never does it out of love. He just does it out of ego reasons, because he wants to be with it. Like, he doesn't want to keep spending time with you. You're just boring to him. Let's just face it. You bore him, because you're not his twin flame either. And you would be bored with him too if you were able to see with clear eyes. You would be bored by this man or by this woman. It wouldn't be a real interest that's there. It's just keeping you there because it's either toxic, codependent, or all of this. But it's not, you would be, I'm telling you, because yeah, I'm telling you, you have to believe me. You'd be bored if you actually discover who you truly are and what you truly like and stand up for yourself. You realize he's not able to give you any of that or be any of that. I mean, no one has to give you anything, but he's not interesting. You think he's like super interesting because he's never around or he retrieves, but that's not love, and that's not real interest in someone. That's just yeah, you're just hooked on him basically. So point number 4 is the same direction of the same thing. He's not interested in you, in your self-development, of you finding yourself, of you like developing yourself, of you finding out who you truly are, of you like investing in yourself, any of that. He's not interested in that. He doesn't care, basically. He does not care. He cares maybe to have like get in your bed every now and then, or get some good dinner going, or get some cozy time on the sofa until he has to leave again. But he's not interested in who you truly are and who you truly could become, and support you in that. Okay, so he's not gonna like, if you suggest, oh, let's go to, I don't know, a speech of a famous spiritual teacher, maybe he's gonna be, oh, you and your spiritual stuff, yeah, right. I mean, you don't have time for me anymore. That's basically what he's saying, because he's afraid you're gonna focus on something else than him. He needs to make sure you keep your focus on him, so he's gonna make sure you don't like focus too much on yourself, really. So he's not interested in you becoming who you truly are and getting ahead in life, like not. Point number 5 is that you don't share the same vision of life. You don't share the same values. It goes in hand a bit with point number 4, which he doesn't care about the same things you care about. It might seem like that. He might pretend to be into the same things as you, but only for point number 1, so he can get what he wants. And maybe he's also like blinded, or he thinks he's into the same things, but mostly he's just pretending. it can be unconscious. I'm not saying it's all mean-spirited, or it can be really unconscious, but it's just not a real fit. It's not a real relationship that fits. It's not two people who are supposed to be together, and that will show on every level. And yeah, when you talk about your future, what you want from life, where you want to be heading in life, he's not going to share that with you. It's not going to be the same values, as I said. And yeah, so that's a very important point. He's also by that not interested of taking your relationship deeper. He doesn't want to get married or like do anything to be with you all life. He might say that in a weak moment to get what he wants. He might say that, but you feel it in your heart that he's not interested in you as a person and to spend his life with. He's just in and out of your life, and you let it happen. Yeah, you let it happen. So yeah, that's point number 5. Point number 6 is, I forgot. No, I didn't. Number 6 is the most important and is summing up all of it, and is also compared to your real twin flame who loves you very, very much, and everything he does out of love. Your false twin flame, however, your false twin flame just does not love you. He's just not that into you. He doesn't love you, and it shows on every level, in everything he does. It could show, but he's a master in pretending that he loves you, so it can be hard to tell. But deep inside, like in your heart, you know if he loves you or not. And if you don't, just ask yourself, whatever he does, like whatever his actions are, because actions do speak louder than words, ask yourself, would love do that? Is that something that love would do, what that man just did to me, or that woman? And this is a big victimization, like did to me, I'm aware of that. But truly ask yourself, like, is this an action of love? And if he's rejecting you, if he says he doesn't want anything to do with you, it still can be, you can still feel if he does it out of love on a deeper level, or if he doesn't. If it's just ego, if he just had his fix, he had what you wanted, and now he's rejecting you again. He doesn't want anything to do with you, or it's too complicated, or too codependent, too on-off, too many fights, too many having to call the police, too many of that. That can be too, and that's mostly not a sign of twin flame relationships. It can be difficult, it can be a difficult relationship, but you just always know that the other person really, really loves you and doesn't like abandon you in the woods or in a city where you went with him, or something that just love wouldn't do. Okay, he's like, your real twin is always going to be there to support you and in some way, even if it's by retrieving. But your false twin doesn't care about your well-being. It's just the case. So if you're now like listening to this and you're like, oh my god, after hearing all this list, I'm like, I think my twin is a false twin. Don't panic. All is well. You have not wasted neither any time, energy, time of your life, whatever. Time doesn't exist anyways. You haven't wasted anything, and you haven't done anything wrong. And you don't have to like break up with him right now after watching the video. I mean, I do suggest you get out of that relationship to actually meet your real twin flame. But it's also your false twin flame. That's the good news. Your false twin flame is the catalyst to meeting your real twin flame. Because he serves a purpose, and he triggers you, like he shows you where your wounds, basically, where you need to heal. Your false twin does that too. It's just on a more basic level, let's say, while your real twin is going to be on a high level, like fine-tuning, adjustment kind of thing of showing you your wounds. But your false twin is going to also like throw you back on yourself, sort of like bring you back to yourself, because he wants you on he doesn't care about you, that's true still, but he came up in your life, you manifested him because you want to love yourself more, and he's forcing you into that with his shitty behavior. He's forcing you into you saying, drawing a line and say, I love myself more than I love you, or I love you. I love myself more than I'm willing to like go through with you. So go, leave me alone. I'm done with this. I'm not going to take this behavior anymore. I'm too good for myself too. Like, I love myself too much to put up with this. And that's how he pushes you into your self-love, from where you will be ready to meet your real twin. Does that make sense? I feel it does. So he does have his like, it does have a meaning that he does come into your life. Maybe it's also looking back, you see like, oh, 20 years ago I was with someone, I thought he was the one, and now I see, oh, that was probably my false twin. I couldn't let go of him, and now I see that was not even love. He didn't ever love me. So that made me realize how much I love myself, because I'm not willing to like spread my love around like that to people who don't love me. So all is well. And yeah, maybe that helps you recognize that you're with a false twin, or you've been with a false twin. Maybe it helps you see that you're in fact with a real twin, because your real twin loves you always, and you can tell, as I said, you feel it in your heart, you feel it in their actions. They do love you, they just give you time to heal. That's why they're not with you right now. So love them for it and get the false twin out of your life. Okay then, thank you so much for watching. I'm sending big kisses, big hugs, and I love you all. And please like, subscribe, share in different twin flame groups, Facebook if you want to, Twitter, whatever. Just share the video. I'm happy to have more people watching. Right now, not very many English speaking people are watching, so I still want to increase that. That would be nice if you can help me. And I'm saying thank you and goodbye.